All right, so this is going to be kind of putting it all together, showing you how you can enter trades off of the four phases of price that I've shown or did videos over. This first one is a consolidation. So what you'll be trading with is AMD, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So here I have our accumulation marked out in the white box. Let's let price play for a little bit. We get our manipulation right to the downside. Now, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for a CISD to enter right here. That's where we want to enter. So we will set a buy right there. We want our stop loss to be right underneath the manipulation. I typically people will put it right at the line of the manipulation. I always put it a little bit under. And then we set our TP at the top of the manipulation. So it's like a 1 to 2. You can honestly go a little further if you really wanted to, but 1 to 2 is always good. All right, let's see how this plays out. That was quick. I'm doing this on paper trade, so I have to set it manually. And do we get cashed out right here? We did. Okay, just a little life update. If you hit the space bar when you get done recording a video, it deletes it. So don't do that. So this is my second time recording this. All right, we're trading expansion now. So you could have traded this, honestly, if you're on the 1 minute. Probably been a little bit better than 5, but you could have traded this if you wanted to. But we're gonna trade expansion. So let's let price play it a little bit. We get our CISD. You can, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're on eval, trade that. All right. Enter here. You know, who gives a shit how far down your stop loss is? Go for 1 to 2. Cool. But if you're unfunded, you want that confirmation. So let's get that confirmation. Okay. We want to see this get closed above. Okay, so we get that confirmation now. Let's go ahead and we can enter a trade. Put your stop right underneath this. I mean, I'd probably go for like 39, I guess. That's fine. 1 to 2. Yeah, let's go for 1 to 2 on this. If I can get that nailed. There we go. Enter. We're micro, right? Yeah, we're on micro. I hate that sound so damn much. It is kind of a hefty stop loss, but if you know what you're doing, who gives a shit? So let's let this play out. Hell yeah. Now you can honestly even go further if you wanted to. So let's replay this and let's see if we can take this further. What I've entered on this candlestick, right? Can you go for me? Thank you. Actually, no, we're not. Let's just do a stop loss. We won't do a TP. We'll do a stop loss. So let's just let this play out. It's very wicky. Oh, it's because I'm on micro. Oh, damn. Hit it too far. But if you see this, what do you want to see? You want to see it get closed above, right? We did, so we're good. Okay, what do we want to see? Closure above. Do we get that? No. So right here is where, since we didn't get that closure above, you leave the trade. For me at least, I'm going to leave that trade. So close position, take the profit, and go about your day. All right, trading retracements is honestly pretty chill. It's really, I mean, about the same thing what we just went over, except for if you, let's say you missed the expansion, you're gonna wait to enter on the retracement. So that's a good example right here. Let's replay this. We'll just let it play out for a sec. Disregard the random box. It's there for a reason. I'll explain in a sec. All right, so here's our retracement, right? It's kind of a small one, but you get the point. It taps into this fair value gap. We want to see that retracement tap into that fair value gap, and then what are we going to do? We're going to wait for price to close above these downward moves, and then we're going to enter. So we got that. Let's enter. Let's go for a 1 to 2. Actually, we can probably make this a little bit better, honestly, because I'm just going to put my stop loss at the bottom of that fair value gap. So for this one, let's just go for a 1 to 3, since we do have a smaller stop loss. I forgot I got to buy. So we go to, there we go. Let's see price play out. Okay, right, that's good. Price gets closed above, indicating that price is going to continue higher. Good. Price gets closed above. Stop. So, all right. So you guys see how we had this really big range, this huge expansion. So we just broke through a key level. So that's just straight up calling for reversal. So what do we wait? What are we gonna wait for? We're gonna wait for a CISD to get formed, right? We would typically do that on the 1 minute, but I can't go down the 1 minute. Every time I do, it takes me all the way back to current day. So we're just gonna wait for these bearish candles get closed above. See if that happens. Bet it does. So this is where we're gonna enter. What should we target? Typically target fair value gaps. Gaps in general, just something. So we got one right here. So that's exactly what we're gonna target. The very bottom of it. Since we're on the 5 minute, the stop loss is huge. Typically, I would set it at that low, but that's a 57-point stop loss. I ain't about to do that, so we'll just set one. Let's go with the 30-point for a 1 to 4. Need to enter. Set the stop loss. All right, let's watch this play out. And you get cashed out within 15 minutes. It's easy as that.